Hello, welcome to another episode of Mark II Golf Stories. Back with the GTI today, we're going to look at replacing these leaky injectors. You may remember from the last video we had our injectors in bottles, and when we were adjusting the metering head, no matter how close we went with it, they were still leaking out. So there should be no fuel dripping out of these while the ignition's on. I'm not sure if you can see that there, but it's dripping out.
It's going to continually be dripping in the engine.
Yeah, so we deduced that the injectors were leaking. So we've got some new ones. So these are our existing injectors. These are the new ones. Can you spot the difference? Exactly the same fitting, just that the new ones don't have this air shroud around them.
Bomb seal.
Let's get these injectors off. So you need to give this a good pull. Okay. And the injector is separated from the pipe via this. So it's a 14mm spanner for the top part and a 13mm spanner for the bottom. And then that, all that still. You can drop it on the floor. Now new injectors, just the reverse. Okay, so we've got our injectors all in bottles. Hopefully you can see that. So once again we're going to do that test with the ignition on and see if they start dripping. Nothing?
I think I've turned off quite a bit, didn't I? So you might have to
Yeah.
part of it now.
So we're going to now adjust the metering head and get it just to the point where fuel starts coming out, and then we're going to back it off one. So once again we go down to the hole here on the metering head. Nothing's coming out.
No, it's like there's leaking, that's why I have to turn it quite a bit. Ah, so that's not doing anything.
Oh, there we go.
Right, this one's dripping.
This one's dripping. No. So we've got a dribble down here. Some fuel down the side, down this one.
So what does that tell you?
Well, it's the fuel's they're working. Right, need to turn it back a bit then. Yeah, there's a very fine bit of fuel coming out of them.
Back a bit.
Mhm.
How much?
Once it stops coming out,
That's
that way. Do it in quarter turns, Dad. Don't do it loads.
That's a quarter turn.
Okay, and again. Okay. Oh, they're dripping now, rather than squirting. Keep doing quarter turns,
Yeah.
and then wait a second.
Again.
That one's still squirting.
There you go.
They're still dripping.
Well, one should be dripping, they're not.
They're all dripping. They're all dripping.
You sure?
Yeah. Okay, I think we're okay now. We all seem to have stopped dripping. So I think we can put them back in the engine now. We'll leave it a couple of minutes, make sure there's no drips. Should all be about the same, shouldn't they, really?
Yeah.
That's good. We weren't before, were they? Or were they?
Yes.
They were? Okay. Even levels, which is a good sign. So because these injectors don't have the top hat air shroud on, you need to block up this pipe which goes across the bottom down here, because Well, Grey Goose will give you a better explanation than me, but the engine it blows out air, which goes back into the engine and recirculates around the injectors. I'll put a link to Grey Goose's explanation in the description and up here. Pop that back into place. Okay. Let's get the rest of these done. So we're going to take the pipe off and we're going to block it up, but let's just get this last injector in. So what we're going to do is block this pipe up with this bit of bolt in here, put a circlip around it, and we'll cut it down so it's not sticking out like that. This is about the size of metal we use to block up that pipe. It's got a clip around it to hold it in place.
5 mil.
5 mil what?
About 5 mil.
In diameter?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, about 5 mil in diameter. Like I say, I'll put a clip in the description below to Grey Goose's video. Thanks a lot, Grey Goose, for your help with this. There'll be a link in the description to these injectors. Okay, there's our pipe back on. Down here. That's where it's blocked up, going towards this intake on the engine. So there we go, short video on replacing the injectors. Hopefully you found it useful. Don't forget you can get 20% off the manual for any car, any e-manual, using the code GS22MK2 at checkout from e-manual online in the description below. If you found it useful, please drop a like, click on subscribe, leave a comment, buy us a coffee or a beer. Yeah, so lots to be getting on with. Thanks a lot, bye bye.